in his glory. I'm going to say in the last 3 weeks, I've gotten more compliments about my wrestling t-shirts than I have my entire life.
That's cool, man. Glad for you.
And it's because wrestling's such a big thing now again. Yeah. Like it's back to the level of the 90s. And like people are like, yeah, woo.
You guys are listening to Wrestling That Does Suck and Some That Doesn't.
Hey, no, I'll tell this during the podcast, but yeah, I got a story about my Friday in Oklahoma City, second row at SmackDown.
Did you blood on you?
No, I didn't get blood. There's no blood at SmackDown, dude. It's WWE. WWE's PG, dude. Yeah, dude, I didn't make the rules for it.
All right. I mean, I'm not blaming you for rules. Yes.
No, I'm blaming you, Chris.
For what?
You know what I'm blaming you for?
What's
All
that?
the weird shit that you did that one night.
I
was sleeping, man. Passed out in your house. Why did you touch me there?
We had a bunch of weird nights.
A bunch of weird nights. We had a bunch of weird nights. We don't just have one, Neil. No. What are you talking about? Everything.
We good, right?
Everything's going up. Twitch isn't up yet. Let's see. But the rest of them are up online and ready to go. Why are you drinking Mountain Dew?
I'm tired.
You need beer.
That would make me more tired.
Beer!
Are you ready to do this, man? I think I'm ready.
Are you ready? I'm ready. You know what I'm ready to do? I'm ready to bask in the glory of movies that don't suck and some that do. Hit the damn music.
It's a show by Chris and Neil with all great movies. They are the real deal. We watch them all, so you don't have to. It's movies that don't suck and some that do.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it is a new episode of Movies That Don't Suck and Some That Do. My name is Neil.
And I'm Chris.
And today we are bringing you two movies that are actually in the movie theater. Mm-hmm. We've been doing streaming movies for so long. It's weird to have two movies in the theater.
It's just that Neil's a baby about going to the movie theater once a week.
Dude, I live in Tulsa. Movies air between 3 and 8. Sometimes 9.
That's when I go.
Yeah, that's when you go. But like me, I like to spend time with my wife. I spend time with people.
I spend time with my wife all the time.
Okay, but she sits right next to you to work.
No, only for 2 days a week.
All right, but still.
Okay.
All right. Like I work on the weekends. Mm-hmm. I work Monday and Tuesday nights. Or days or whatever. So it's very hard for me to go to, like, I want a movie that starts at noon. I want a movie that starts at 10 p.m.
Okay.
Those are the movies that I go to. Like, and this city just does not have noon, 10 p.m. movies. Like,
I can't do noon or 10 because I worked in those days times. So
I can't help it that I can't help it that I have a better, awesome life.
I have a great life now. I fucking love my life.
I love my life too.
Okay.
My life is awesome. It's amazing.
Anyway, what movies are we doing?
All right. Anyway, so the movies that we were doing today is first, we are doing the brand that has gone from CKY to now Jackass to now Jackass Forever. Been making movies since what, the 1990s now?
No.
Starring the wonderful, the always, the leader of the pack, the guy who figured out how to make more money from this than anybody else, Johnny Knoxville.
We'll let Seven Parks be about what you can't do. Action Point is going to be about what you can do.
Yeah! Okay. So what are you going to do?
We're going to take the brakes off this place. Every ride, every attraction, no rules, no speed limits, just pure fun. Yeah! All right, you shitbirds, size it up and paste it on a pigeon. Our ass is getting started right now.
That's an action point. A movie that we never got to when it came through, but I've seen it since, and it's
I've seen
basically
it several times.
yeah, it's just them doing stunts, and then like a little bit of
No, there's a
storyline.
story there. There's a whole
Okay,
story.
okay, fine.
There's
Who
a whole
else?
story.
Who else stars in Jackass Forever?
The one, the only, you only know him because of Jackass. The one, the only, Steve O.
Back in August, I got arrested for a stunt I did protesting SeaWorld, and I was sentenced to 30 days in jail. Woo! And here's how that went. Here we are, December 9th, 2015. Today I'm going to jail, and I'm going to tell you how I'm doing it. This is County Line going for a surf sesh.
You know, it's crazy that Steve-O is now more wild than he was when he's more wild sober than he was like when he was fucked up all the time.
Yeah, because now he has thoughts and feelings.
Yeah, that's awesome.
When you're doing a lot of drugs, you don't really have thoughts and feelings, man. You just kind of like, oh yeah, yeah, I'm upset about that, but you won't go do nothing about it unless you're on a lot of drugs at the moment. Also, Chris Pontius is in this movie.
Pontius, Chris
That's
Pontius.
what I said.
You said Pontius, but Pontius.
Well, I don't care what you said.
In the 1930s, there was a Hollywood stagehand called OK Freddy, and he had a huge tallywhacker, maybe even bigger than my grandpa's. And when they were going to start filming, to sort of christen the picture, the producers would gather up all the cast and crew and call OK Freddy to the front, and they'd shout, "OK Freddy!" And he'd pull out his dong, shake it around a couple of times, and then they could start filming.
That's how I do it too.
Yeah, you know, it's exactly the way.
Before we start recording, I take out my dong, I shake a little bit, and then when you hear, we go live.
That's how we go live. That's why we only film you from the chest up.
That's right.
Then the awesome, always entertaining, all the rest of the people that are on, you know, Jackass, you know them all: Wee Man, Dave Engel, Chris Rabb, Spike Jones, but they made an appearance by one of my favorite late night talk hosts of all times, Eric Andre.
Oh, sorry. He's a little bit drunk. They kicked me out of the NYPD.
You're fired?
Well, they're trying to. I'm just getting lit with this horse. Hey, I feel like I'm in Paris, France. Ow. I gave him a little wine, so he's like, oh. It's good for their heart. You ever heard of Merlot?
Yeah. That's a skit from Eric Andre's show, which it's not on there anymore, but it's still fucking crazy.
It's hilarious, you know. I go back and watch it all the time. I like have it plays on rando.
I love that Eric Andre and Hannibal Buress chemistry.
Dude, they for some reason that's what made the whole show, dude. That's what made the whole show. Then next,
naked at least once per show. It seemed like too.
Yeah. I love the one with Andy Samberg in it, and he's like, I was born a woman, and he takes his pants all the way, and Andy Samberg supposed to do it. He's like, I'm not doing that. I'm more famous than you. Like he says something like that. Yeah, he's like, I'm not ruining my career to show my dong. All right. And talking about dongs, we'll have a lot of things to talk about dongs about that movie. A lot of dong talk when we get to the Jackass Forever. All right, and then the second movie, the big movie of the week.
I mean, you know, this was second into Jackass by a long shot.
I know, which sucks, and we'll talk about that in a moment. Is the new disaster movie called Moonfall, which stars the ever lovely, ever beautiful Halle Berry.
Let me just tell you one more thing. I might not be all glamorous, and I don't have hair weaved all down my back, but let me tell you one great thing about me, all right? I've got heart. You know the bad thing about having heart, Marcus? Is that it gets broken when you deal with people like you. Now stay the fuck out of my life.
Do it. Stay out.
You know, I try to find so many different clips. And like because of her acting and how she's like very emotional in her acting and stuff like that, even like Monsters Ball,
it makes me feel good. Yeah.
There's nothing like where you could have used more than 3 seconds in a row.
Right.
And there's nothing wrong about that. But Halle Berry is the main actress in this movie. main actor in this movie would be the great, the legendary, always good in everything he's ever done ever, Mr. Patrick Wilson.
I didn't invite you. My wife did. Beth practically forced me to call you. She feels sorry for you. We all do, Mavis. It's obvious you're having some mental sickness, some depression. You're very lonely and confused. So Beth made me invite you here, even though I knew it was a mistake.
From Young Adult.
Young Adult, one of the best movies in the last couple of years, actually. And then in this movie, we have pretty much two newcomers to the film industry. Almost.
Well, to the film, I mean, like John Bradley, who we're going to talk about, he was Sam Tarwell. I mean,
he was in Game of Thrones, but like he has no other credits. But the great John Bradley, everybody.
They set me to the task of preserving that man's wind accounting and annulments and bowel movements for all eternity, while the secret to defeating the Night King's probably sitting on some dusty shelf somewhere, completely ignored. Oh, but that's all right, isn't it? We can all become slavering, murderous imbeciles enthralled to evil incarnate, as long as we can have access to the full records of High Septon Maynard's 15,782 shits.
Yeah, that was a good line. I tried to find better lines, but that was the best one. And then the newcomer to the whole film, who's had a great movie that I've seen. I don't know if you saw it, and that was Spontaneous with Charlie Blummer.
It's cliche, but you wrote a poem last spring that made me feel like you understood me, even though we barely talked. I friended you on Facebook afterwards. I looked at your pictures sometimes. I even gave you my number, but I think you forgot or never saved it in your phone. I hoped we'd run into each other during the summer, but never did. And then it was senior year, and I thought, why try? We're going to college. And that made me sad because you seemed so cool and original.
This also stars Michael Pena in it, which is...
Yeah, Michael Pena, which... is down at the bottom of the casting on this one.
Carolina Bartzak and even Donald Sutherland makes an appearance.
Man, few people make a good appearances, and that's Moonfall. But Chris, before we get into all that,
okay, you can find us on moviesdon'tsuck.net. We're on Facebook.com/moviesdon'tsuck podcast. We're on Twitter at NDS Podcast. We're on Instagram at NDS Podcast. You can send us an email, moviesdon'tsuck@gmail.com. We're also on all stream platforms. You guys want to get some money, go Patreon.com/moviesdon'tsuck. If you want merch, like or the shirts with their faces or names or all that shit, you go bonfire.com, search Movies Don't Suck, and some that do. And we're on all stream platforms. Wherever you find podcasts, you can find Movies That Don't Suck and some that do.
Dang straight. And this week we are going to be promoting the local business known as the Dragon Lily Dispensary. Dragon Lily Dispensary is located on the... Where are you located? Why is the address not here? I quit. I had it all ready to go, and I messed it all up. I blame myself. I blame Chris. No, I'm just kidding. Today we're promoting the Dragon Lily Dispensary located at 81st and South Yale. Next to Mazio's. They are one of the leading weed dispensaries right here in Tulsa, Oklahoma. If you get a chance, go by there. They have specials every day. Not only that, they got pounds of deli flour, vape carts, RSO, edibles, concentrates, and more to add to that little giggle to your day. They have crazy heady pieces from local artists to all of their name brand hand pipes, water bongs, dab rigs, etc., all in stock. And they have devices, mods, tanks, coils, juices, and salts. And they are some of the well-known, best advised people. I go there myself because I get the best treatment, and they tell me how to do this, how to do that, and things that I'm even dumb in. They make me feel like I know what's going on before I walk out the door. So Dragon Lily Dispensary, you can locate them on Facebook at Dragon Lily Dispensary, or you can go to their website, dragonlily.biz.
Cool. So, yesterday I got invited to a screening of The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent.
Yes.
So I signed up for it. It was like I get the RSVP'd me and Leah going down there, and we're excited. I'm super excited. I got to work a little bit early to go there. I started driving, and I almost get there. And I realized I drove the wrong fucking theater.
What theater?
I drove. There are 2 AMC's in town, so I went to the one in Leawood, but it's the one in Olathe. So I had to drive 25 minutes. I was 30 minutes late, and I'm in line, and about 15 people ahead of us, and then they're like, "Oh, the theater's full."
Yeah, that's what happens,
so-
Chris. You got to be an hour early for those things.
I was good trying to be a fucking hour early. I just fucked up. It's my fault. But they gave us 2 free tickets, which is not really helpful for me because I had the AMC say list,
Yeah.
But at least my wife gets free, we get a cheap date, whatever.
Got a cheap date. You are a cheap date. I'm
Yeah, I
serious.
am.
I
I
mean,
know.
you're 2 beers and you're passed out. You're drunk.
And 2 beers and a cheeseburger. I'm good.
You're 2 beers and a cheeseburger, and you are out.
Yeah.
All right. So me, I went down to Oklahoma City. I drove everybody down because we had a snowstorm last week or whatever, and everybody was scared to ride in that. I was not, because I'm from the great white north, so I'm used to driving in snow and everything like that. Get there, the guy that I'm friends with, and takes me to the show, didn't even tell me, but kind of did. I don't know if I remembered it or whatever, but we were drinking the night he bought the ticket. But I was second row at SmackDown.
You told me this.
And now all the setup for the show, literally, all week, was done that night for WrestleMania and the pay-per-view that's coming up this week, this month too. So literally in the videos for WrestleMania and for the setup for the Elimination Chamber, you see my face in the background. Like you see Goldberg and Roman Reigns, and there's just me like with my phone, like taking a picture like in the background. And then you see the guy who took me, my buddy Logan, who's a really good dude, and his head is like in between. Like, here's Roman Reigns and Goldberg, and his face is like right in between the two, and smiling like, ee. It's hilarious. And same thing with Ronda Rousey versus Charlotte Flair. Their setup was at SmackDown. So now we're in that package as well because we're right there behind them. So I just think that's hilarious. I've never got to be in the video package for an upcoming pay-per-view or an event like that. So I was really proud about that. So
yeah.
So that's basically the high end of my week. Besides that, I went to work, I think, sometime this week. I know I did. I did some work.
I did some too.
I think I did some work, and I worked at the Animal a couple of nights, and then so I don't know everything I did, but it was fun. I had a good week. I'm happy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm happy about?
What's that?
That I'm not a jackass forever. Let's talk about this first movie.
Directed by Jeff Tremaine, like all the other Jackass movies. And he's done all of them. Also, it's written a bit more concepts by Wee Man, Eric Andre, Derek Beckles. All the stars of this. This stars the leader of the pack himself, John Knoxville.
We'll let Seven Parks be about what you can't do. Action Point is going to be about what you can do.
Also, Steve-O.
Back in August, I got arrested for a stunt I did protesting SeaWorld.
Also, Chris Pontius.
In the 1930s, there was a Hollywood stagehand called OK Freddy, and he had a huge tallywhacker.
Also, so it has a newcomer, Rachel Wilson. I don't think I've seen any other ones. Machine Gun Kelly shows up. Aaliyah Shockwat's there, and Eric Andre.
Oh, sorry. He's a little bit drunk.
Also, Spike Jones, Jeff Tremaine, Ryan Dunn, the archive footage. Wee Man, or Jason Acuna, is in Aaron McGinney, Dave England, Chris Rabb, Audemars Montero, Preston Lacey, Tori Bellucci, Rob Dyrdek, and I wanted to mention something that of course everyone knows that Bam wasn't in this one, but he shows up in 2 things, which is hard to blink if you miss them.
Yeah. I mean, one of them was the marching band.
Yeah, the treadmill. Yeah, he's in that. You can barely see him. And then there's him with the archive footage. There's archive footage of him in this. But man, I don't think it gets better than this.
Okay. we're a movie review place. So normally when we review movies, the movies that we review have like story, plot, that we talk about cinematography, we talk about this or that. This is just an hour and a half of TikTok videos.
Better than that though.
Well, I know. I mean, it's the guys who originated it. Let's just be honest. Because they're Jackass. They're Jedi Knights. They're
one of the things that you really feel in this movie is the love and camaraderie and friendship these dudes have. Just like it's sad this will be the last one. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I get why it's the last one. I mean, they're dang near 50.
Yeah.
And all of them are to that age where it's just like, man, maybe we didn't need not to do this anymore.
I mean, it's really a shock that none of them are dead.
It's a huge shock. I can't believe that they're not dead.
I mean, one died, but not on set.
Yeah. I mean, Ryan Dunn.
Rest in peace, Ryan.
But man, they had a blast filming this, and you could tell that they did. Like they were, they all kinds of did some crazy stuff.
Everyone's dick probably hurt like for days after this.
Yes, we got to talk about this. All right, I think you saw everybody's dick in this movie.
For sure.
Everybody that had a penis, you saw their penis.
Chris Pontius for sure. You saw his dick.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Wee Man at one point. Freaking. I'm trying to think of who else. Someone. I mean, they were just Steve-O. Yeah, you see Steve. I mean, they literally just torture the hell out of these people's penises. Yeah. Like it was like insane. So it was like I didn't even know what to like. I was like the whole time holding my junk like in the seat, watching it, just like, oh,
full theater. Right? I saw in the full theater, and I mean, every time something happened, the theater just erupted, and that's what I love. I love that so much.
And to be honest, it wasn't a full theater because I went and seen this on like a Tuesday night. But it was there was a lot of people in there for Tuesday night in Tulsa. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like I was in the back corner because I always like to write my notes and stuff like that. So, and I knew this wasn't going to be like one of those cinematography fucking wonders of the world.
I'm trying not to give too much away too, like because there's some skits in there that I want to remain secret. That's part of it. But expect to see a lot of scrotal assault, a lot of things you saw from the last movies, but they're older and it's still really funny.
Yeah,
really funny.
Like I said, it is just like these guys really go at it on this one. They're like they try to like I mean Johnny Knoxville, where he broke his wrist, 2 ribs, got a concussion. I know Wee Man got the worst concussion of his entire or Steve-O got the worst concussion of his life on the Jackass Forever. Wee Man said it hurt more than it has ever hurt in his entire career. I mean, look, guys, it's Jackass. What can we tell you? Things are going to explode. People are going to get kicked in the nuts.
John Knoxville do some crazy stunt.
There's going to be some weird stunts here and there with Johnny Knoxville. And to be honest, the only thing I wish they had a few more of was like the surprise public stuff.
Okay, well, here's the thing with because of surprise public stuff. Like, for example, if Jackass first came out, no one knew who these guys were. So they're doing around doing crazy shit, and no one knew that was Johnny Knoxville, or that was or that that was Steve, or that was Chris Pontius. But now they got to focus on just doing crazy shit to each other. I mean,
right?
They did have a few public things where they dressed up, but you can't do that all the time,
It's crazy, and so like it's just like one of the things where I want to, man, I just want it all to. I don't want it ever to end because like I was a big fan of CKY, where Jackass totally stole all its ideas from or bought its ideas from or whatever, and CKY Can't Kill Yourself was. I mean, I remember when we got to VHS. And we snuck it, and it was like 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock at night. Parents are asleep. Got to put the tape quietly into the VCR. had the volume all the way down because we didn't want them to know what we're watching.
Yeah.
But it woke them up, right?
Yeah.
Was our laughter.
Yeah.
From watching that shit. So maybe this thing was, a great thing of nostalgia for
Oh yeah,
people in their 30s
when
and 40s.
I was a teen. I was an early teen when Jackass first came out, and immediately became my favorite television show.
Yeah. It was like, hi, my name's Johnny Knoxville, and this is Jackass.
Yeah. I mean, there was nostalgia, but it was also new. Like I could watch these movies every 2 years for the rest of my life. I really could. But
well, they introduced a new group of people to
it's
fill
like
out
a
the
couple
group.
of them. Yeah, like for example, Rachel Wilson was one of the new ones. There are a few more. Poopy, yeah, Poopy.
Poopy was a new one. I don't remember Poopy. If he was in the last one, and then I don't remember him, but like there are a few people that they added to the cast. Maybe it was just to fill it out because of lawsuits and untimely deaths.
And then they had a few celebrities there. Like Machine Gun Kelly was there, and so was Tyler the Creator. But man, it's just it's something. Oh, Tony Hawk shows up at a point.
Yeah, well, I mean, those people always drop in.
Yeah, because
every now and then, but
they're friends.
I mean,
yeah, this is this to me. I mean, it's hard for me to compare the other three because they're all so funny,
Mm-hmm.
So,
I mean, they all do different stunts in all of them, except for this one. They rehash one of the stunts from the first Jackass, which is the bull going after Johnny Knoxville. Yeah. But there's great supply prizes, and Machine Gun Kelly got his ass kicked, and
which is always nice.
And
what are your thoughts on Machine Gun Kelly as a dude?
Dude, he's like engaged to like Megan Fox and having the best life, dude.
He's having his best life.
He made it big. He made it big as a rapper, and now he's a punk rock singer. And
it's not.
Yeah, it is. It's punk rock, dude.
To me, it's not punk rock. And don't talk to me about what punk rock is.
You just don't know what punk rock it is anymore. You're old.
Don't fucking say that to me.
You're
at
old.
All. No, don't even say that to me.
You don't know what punk rock is.
You're older than me.
You know what old punk rock is.
No, I know what punk rock is.
That's like somebody coming up to me and saying the first 3 albums of Metallica was good, but nothing they do is rock anymore. That's the same line.
Well, not thrash anymore.
That just means you're old. Yeah, they did thrash because they had a bass player that played thrash, and then he died.
And so they stopped playing. Okay, this is.
So anyway,
are you telling me the Machine Gun Kelly is a good musician?
I mean, he's won awards.
How many times have we talked about this? Do we have to bring this up every time?
Oh yeah, we're gonna talk about this in a second too, because I don't even want to watch the Oscars this year.
Oh yeah,
I have no reason.
Okay, I mean, have we ever had a reason?
Huh?
Have we ever had a reason?
I don't know, but this year I definitely don't have a reason. Anyway, but anyway, so going back to this, these guys they went out there at the age they are, because I'm the age they are. Like, I know that shit has to hurt like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
You have, because these days, if I get hurt, man, it takes a while to heal up. I don't heal up like overnight like I used to. I don't, like I do back in the day. So this is good watch. If you want to go laugh, be dumb, don't take anything serious. Watch a guy get his balls punched with a power tool,
there's all kinds of shit going on, and we don't want to give it away, but we do recommend it highly. If you didn't like the other Jackasses, maybe this isn't for you, But
definitely.
Do you have quotes for this?
Heck yeah, dude.
Okay.
Hello, I'm Johnny Knoxville. Welcome to Jackass. That's a quote.
Yeah, sure.
You're not going to fill my bald spot here, are you? Oh, dick pain hurts. I don't even know what the fuck is going on right now. Oh, fuck you. I'm not moving. I'm going to start a new life right here. Heartbreaking news that horses don't have anuses. I went high as a I went high as a moose and a moose and a goose. If you think we are wearing underpants under these tunics, then you are sadly mistaken. He is going to take his nuts and go home. I am not a scientist, but that was pretty sweet. Fail to prepare, prepare to fail. My lip is so fucked. Yeah, but you look so good. Wait a minute. I'm covered in pig cum, but I'm a vegetarian. Yeah, you're for sure never going to be the president after this. All right, what's your rating, bro?
I'm rating on this 4.2. I mean, like, it's hard to go wrong with this, and it's not like the appeal to it is like it's not a movie, and you're right. This is Jackass. like you're not gonna get like a regular movie out of this. It's like a documentary of people doing stupid shit.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what it is.
And I've got to be with you on that one. 4.2. It's again not a movie. This is Jackass. It's what it is. We got exactly what we wanted when we went in there.
100%.
You laugh your ass off at people doing dumb shit.
You even get a little teary eyed if you want to when they start showing, because this is the final one. This is big last hurrah.
Yeah, and but just like I say when people say I don't like people's music because it doesn't sound like what they used to. Hey man, cool. Go listen to those albums. Go listen to those albums. You don't have to listen to the new albums. Go listen to those old albums.
Mm-hmm.
And just listen to them over and over again, and you can be happy in your life.
That's right.
Are you happy in your life?
I am very happy in my life. So, I ain't scoring this on Rotten Tomatoes. We're on Rotten Tomatoes, guys. If you guys never listened to us, we have Neil guess the Rotten Tomatoes score, audience and critic at the end of every movie review, because Neil stays away from the sites during the week. So, what's the audience score on Jackass Forever?
89.
93.
I was off by 4.
What is the critics' score on Rotten Tomatoes for this?
Are
you pulling news right now? Is that Hale's clicking?
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
Spit it out, dude.
It's the critics, dude. They're gonna 73.
87.
What? They went a lot higher than I thought they would.
Certified fresh. Critics' consensus is a gleefully gonzo franchise rival. Jackass Forever will make you worry more than ever for the cast's health and safety, but not enough to hold back the laughter. So, I was very pleased with Jackass Forever, and if you guys like the other ones, you'll love this one too. So, there we go. I think. Are you ready to do news?
I'm never ready to do anything. I just need to die. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, hit the news. This is Movies Don't Suck and Some of Them News. This is where I tell Chris all the information about what's going on in the world today. People fighting, feuding, looting. It's okay. Let it go. Let it grow. Let good guy go. That's okay. Anyway.
Okay. So what do you got for news?
There's a guy named Driver, a girl named Cruz. And they're going to be in a new movie joined by Michael Mann's Dream Project Ferrari. Michael Mann's Enzo Ferrari biopic is finally moving forward with Adam Driver in the lead and Penelope Cruz. It's just fun that the two leads are Cruz and Driver.
It's got to be.
It's not just, that's kind of funny. It's got to be.
Yeah.
Anyway. So yeah, it's going to be about the person that created Ferrari. Yeah.
Yeah, Ford versus Ferrari.
But so yeah, that's a movie.
Yeah, it's happening. I think they've been trying to make this for a minute, haven't they?
What?
For a while. Been trying to make this for a while, haven't they?
Yeah, originally Hugh Jackman was assessed to it, but now Adam Driver is taking the lead.
Yeah,
taking the driver's seat.
Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah. because of the Oscar nominations this week, we have finally broke a record. And I'm going to see if you can guess who did it.
Power of the Dog.
One director,
Jane Campion,
has been nominated in 6 different decades.
Spielberg.
Steven Spielberg has broken the multiple Oscar record with the West Side Story nominations as being nominated in 6 different decades. Isn't it intense?
It's a lot. It's a lot.
That's how good you are. You're that good, Steven.
We're gonna talk about the some of the nominees.
Yeah, we'll get to that. We'll get to that.
Okay.
We'll get to that. That'll be the last thing. So then we can end that and go into the. I got it in order. I got a way to do this, bro. I got a way. Okay. I sit there and think about these things, man. Yeah, I literally work on this for about 4 hours. I work on news and clips. Yes. All right. The Lord of the Rings and Hobbit game and film rights are now up for sale.
For how much?
Ooh. It doesn't say.
I know.
It'd be at least $2 billion.
Yeah, $2 billion, which I'd like to know who's going to buy that.
Well, I was thinking me and you could get a small term loan.
Well, I just think that Disney would probably do if they wanted it.
Dude, I mean, whoever gets Lord of the Rings, dude, you're not only getting that back catalog, but then on top of that,
everything else attached to it.
Everything attached. And you can do whatever, dude. I mean,
imagine having a Shire in Disney World. You know what I mean? like having the Shire there. If you were to build
Disney World's so full already. Like, you can go there a whole week and you still don't see half the shit.
I mean, I still want to visit that Star Wars exhibit. I just know it's so full.
I just want to go to LA to do it. Because they got one in LA. And then they have the Marvel Cinematic Universe one out there too. Yeah, that's why I said guys trip in LA, dude. What do you think?
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah.
Because not only are we going to go to Universal and Disneyland and go see the cool stuff like that, we're going to go see the movie stuff, and then on top of that, I say we go to all the music venues and go to the Whiskey Go-Go, the Rainbow Room, go see where punk rock music was made.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's been LA and Boston and in New York. So
no, it's just LA. Nothing happened in Boston ever. Anyway, Zack Snyder has a new movie called Rebel Moon, and Ray Fisher and Charlie Hunnam, DiMaggio, I'm going to say it wrong again, Djimon Hounsou, and Bae Donna is all appearing in this movie.
Cool.
Yeah.
We know anything else about it?
The screenplay is with Shay Hayton, who also co-wrote Army of the Dead and The 300. It tells the story of a peaceful colony on the edge of the galaxy that is threatened by the armies of the Triaxual regent named the Belrasi, who is desperate. The colonists dispatch a young woman with mysterious past to seek out warriors from neighboring planets.
This is sci-fi.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like sci-fi. I love sci-fi. One of the Chris's is making his directorial debut.
Is it Chris Hemsworth?
No.
Chris Owen.
No.
Who? What Chris?
Chris Pine.
Oh, Chris Pine. What's he directing?
It's a movie called The Pool Man. Written. No, not written. I'm sorry. It's said to be like Big Lebowski meets L.A. Noire.
Okay. Do you know who it's written by?
It is written by. I had it earlier. I love when you say this. The thing is, like earlier, like when I get these articles and stuff up, I look at it and I'm like, that's easy. I can go to look at that directly. Mm-hmm. I know exactly where that's at when I go back. But then I, download 15, 19, 25 of them, and I'm like, Danny DeVito's in it, Annette Bening's in it as well. That's cool.
Yeah.
But it does not say who it's written by.
Okay.
In this article.
Okay.
I tried. I looked.
You tried.
I tried to scan as fast as possible while still talking.
Mhm.
Russell Crowe has just joined Sony's Kraven the Hunter.
We talked about this a couple weeks ago, right?
Not that Russell Crowe is part of it.
Okay, well, Russell Crowe is not part of Kraven.
They just announced that there was Kraven the Hunter, and then Aaron Taylor Johnson was in it, and Kraven the Hunter is going to be directed by J.C. Chandler. But I've never.
What in the
Crowe
fuck? Hold on, we did not talk about this because otherwise it would have been who's mine. J.C. Chandler was directing this. I cannot fucking wait. I'm so excited.
Yeah. Do you know who Kraven the Hunter is?
No. Who's Kraven the Hunter?
He's the one person missing of the Sinister Six in the Spider-Man No Way Home. He is a guy that is a villain that hunts, and then he got bored, and so he started hunting Spider-Man.
I love J.C. Chandler. I do.
Yeah, and so this will be weird. Just like Morbius is probably weird, looks weird as fuck, and that's a villain from Spider-Man.
Yeah.
So, Michael Jackson,
back from the dead, right?
Is back from the dead because us Hoosiers don't go down like that. Anyway, Michael Jackson's getting a biopic, and it's moving forward over at Lionsgate. Graham King will be producing. Michael is written by Oscar-nominated writer John Logan, whose other film credits include Gladiator, Any Given Sunday, Sweeney Todd, and Spectre, Bohemian Rhapsody, and The Departed.
Departed? Yeah.
The Departed. So that, I mean, I'm down.
Yeah.
I'm down. As long as they don't make him look like he's a child molester, because he never touched any of those kids. All right.
Dude, did he?
I'm just saying, dude. All right. Corey Feldman is one of the biggest, like, popularity guys, one of the biggest I need the star on me guys. He hung out with Michael Jackson constantly, and he made it very clear that, no, Michael is never like that.
And Mac said so the same way.
Yeah, and Max said the same thing. And I'm sorry, those are two guys that at one point in their careers would have done anything for the star to still be shining on them. So
I think Mac was fine where he was at. I don't think he cared.
But anyway, Nickelodeon is now developing their own universe with multiple movies, shows, video games, board games. They're going all in on a nostalgia characters.
Oh yeah, all the Nicktoon characters, right? So we run Stimpy, Doug, Rugrats, no? Angry Beavers, Wild Thornberries. No, who?
Way before that.
What was their intellectual property before all that?
They just bought it.
What was it?
They have bought all the rights to the Smurfs.
Fuck that shit, man. Like, do you like the Smurfs? Are you one of those people that like the Smurfs?
And dude, it has such an evil undertone. You need to watch it again if you don't think it has like an evil satanic undertone, dude. You know, like Smurfette, all right? One of the most famous Smurfs, right?
Mm-hmm.
She's not a girl.
She's not. She's a Smurfette.
No. She was made by Gargamel to, like, make all the Smurfs, like, get horny to try to go after her. Because there's no female Smurfs. They're non-sexual, dude.
They're asexual, I mean.
Asexual. Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it. Warner Brothers is getting sued.
By?
The co-producer of The Matrix Resurrections.
And why? Why they get sued?
Because they simultaneously released it on HBO Max and at the movie theater.
But that was that was understood, wasn't it? Was not that dude's contract in particular?
No, it was not in his contract, and that's why he's suing over it, because he got a percentage of the profits.
Oh, so he's not getting enough money for it.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, he's not suing them.
What?
No, he's not suing.
What?
Keanu Reeves not suing them.
No, Keanu Reeves doesn't need to sue anybody ever. Talking about Keanu Reeves, the writer from John Wick is writing a heist thriller with Jared Butler. Jeff Lindsay, who is the author of the Dexter series and also John Wick, has now keened the thing called Just Watch Me. Just Watch Me follows Wolf, a master thief and expert in disguise who targets the wealthy 0.1% likable bad guy team up a master forger named Monique and a team of expert thieves on a job that will make history.
I'll watch that
all day long, twice on Sunday.
Like Jared Butler, fun with him.
And last but not least,
what's up, the Oscars?
Fuck the Oscars.
That's what you said we'll do. Save for last, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So for
Best Picture this year was nominated Belfast, Coda, Don't Look Up, Drive My Car, Dune, King Richard, Licorice Pizza, Nightmare Alley, The Power of the Dog, and West Side Story. Except the motherfuckers forgot one fucking movie in that goddamn list.
If you are seeing Spider-Man, I'm gonna jump through this fucking camera and choke
Really?
you out.
Number one most profitable movie of all time doesn't deserve.
Didn't we just talk about that?
Avatar, they both were in the fucking Oscars when
we
they
talked
were in
about-
the best top selling thing. But even Star Wars, Return of the King, they all got nominations when they got in the top 5, being one of the top 5 top selling movies of all time.
Well,
but Spider-Man doesn't get shit. Why? Because it's a fucking comic book.
Dude, is this what you're fucking the hill you're dying on? Do you really expect them to nominate Spider-Man?
Do I agree with Jimmy Kimmel, Howard
No,
Stern?
I'm not saying that.
Do I agree
but hold
with
on.
half the critic universe out there?
No, what
Yes.
I'm saying is that you expect this group of old white men to nominate Spider-Man as Best Picture?
No, because
Okay,
they
then
hate Andrew Garfield.
Yeah, that's not Andrew Garfield. It's just that they don't. That's not something they connect with. But I can tell you,
you're right. You're right. You know, they do not connect with it. I mean, I'm sure they connect with being a 15-year-old boy getting ass from a 25-year-old woman more.
I know.
Or let's go through all these other movies. Yeah, I'm sure they're right on the level with poor people trying to fight aliens trying to steal their drugs. What else? Oh, yeah, I'm sure they're on the same level as people at the carnival that, are trying to do mind manipulation. Come on, dude.
The thing is,
that's not a good argument.
No, I don't have an argument because I didn't expect them to. I don't expect the Oscars to agree with what I chose.
Yeah, but
I haven't seen Belfast Coda.
Not even a Best Director nod, not a Supporting Actor nod, nothing.
I got the visual effects though.
Ooh.
Okay, but Belfast. I haven't seen Belfast Coda or Drive My Car, but I've seen Drive My Car.
I've seen Coda. I haven't seen Drive My Car.
You seen Belfast? Where'd you see Belfast at?
Chris, there's some questions I can't answer because of the Fifth Amendment, right?
Okay, so I haven't seen Coda. It's on the Apple TV. I'm seeing Drive My Car Sunday, but
did I see a movie named after a city in Ireland? I wonder, Chris.
Yeah, and just Belfast. We haven't talked about, and I mean I'm gonna see it next week, but I'm seeing Don't Drive My Car on Sunday. It's a Japanese film. When it comes to actress in the supporting role, that's Jessie Buckley from The Lost Daughter. We talked about Ariana DeBose from Restless.
Anyway, all right, let's move on to the Best Director is Licorice Pizza. Paul Thomas Anderson, which I don't think Licorice Pizza should get. I think it should be knocked out of all of these.
If Paul Thomas Anderson wins anything for this, the shit that fall on him will be Mountain. So
yeah, it will.
We got Kenneth Branagh as Belfast.
It has to be The Power of the Dog that wins the Best Director.
I hope so.
Best actress, Jessica Chastain in the Eyes of Tammy Faye. I feel like
Oh
that
yeah,
should be the winner.
yeah. It's either gonna be that or
Kristen
Nicole
Stewart,
Kidman.
Spencer. They were good. Nicole Kidman, man. Okay, the best actress category. That's pretty legit. All of that.
I haven't seen Penelope Cruz and Parallel Mothers, but I can't see it. And Olivia Colman, she was fine, but I do think it's between Jessica Chastain, Kristen Stewart, Nicole Kidman. I wouldn't be mad if any three of those won, but I'm really pulling for Jessica Chastain in this though.
Best actor, man, that's another one too. They do got Andrew Garfield for Tick Tick Boom, which was a great movie.
Will Smith's gonna win this. Will Smith's gonna win it.
Yeah, I think Will Smith. I think Will Smith, King Richard, is gonna win that one.
But Javier Bardem being the Ricardo's, Benedict Cumberbatch for Power Dog, and Denzel Washington for the Tragedy of Macbeth. But I really think this category belongs to Will Smith.
Yeah, that one's good. And Best Supporting Actress, Jessica Buckle, The Lost Daughter, Adrienne Deval's West Side Story, Judy Belf. It has to be Kristen Dunst. Or Johnny Ellis.
And Joanne Ellis. Ellis,
yeah. I think go with Kristen Dunst or Jenny Ellis on that one. And Best Supporting Actor.
Man, Jesse Plemons or Cody Smith. Goddamn, Cody Smith. Cody Smith.
J.K. Simmons though was so good. Like he brought so much to the movie just because of the little shit he did in that movie. You know what I'm saying?
But I'm pulling for Cody Smith. Cody Smith, if he was so good in Power Dog. But I haven't seen Belfast.
Two people from the same fucking movie, dude. How often is that?
I know that's amazing. That's amazing.
All right. Costume design, I don't really care about. Sound, I don't care about. Best original score. Has to be Hans Zimmer for Dune.
Yeah, dude.
Or Johnny Greenwood for Power of the Dog, because Power of the Dog had a good score to it.
Cinematography: Dune, Nightmare Alley, Power Dog, Tragedy of Macbeth, West Side Story. Dune, good cinematography for me.
Which one?
Dune.
For what?
Cinematography.
Oh, I didn't get to cinematography yet. Yours is in a different order.
Okay, sorry.
Original screenplay. King Richard would have to probably win that. Adapted screenplay, Dune, all day long.
I haven't seen
Power of the Dog. I don't know, Power of the Dog.
I haven't seen Drive My Car. I see that Sunday. I'll let you know what I think. But yeah, I mean, Power Dog or Dune. I mean, Dune, they did a really good job, man. But it's part one. You know, like if Dune part 2 gets nominated, it might win something. But I don't think it's gonna win anything this year. They like the Oscars.
I say Dune's
if they nominate something for anything that's a sequel, they're always gonna do the last of it. You know, they do the last sequel.
All right, now I'm down to 2 categories, and I think this we'll talk about last, and we'll get to the last movie.
Okay.
Best original song. Which one do you think wins it? Because you run a music podcast as well. So I want your opinion on this.
Encanto.
So which one do you think it is? Is it Be Alive from King Richard? Is it Dos Aragos from Enchanto? Is it Down to Joy from Belfast? No Time to Die by Billie Eilish? Or Somehow You Do by 4 Good Days?
It's me Encanto, I think. As much as I think Encanto's gonna win. It should at least. I mean, Billie Eilish, she's fine.
Billie Eilish is gonna win it.
I don't think so.
I bet you they're gonna give it to her.
Well, fine. Good to Billie Eilish.
And to be honest, it was No Time to Die. Oh shoot! I spilled my beer all over my freaking thing earlier.
Why are you doing
that? Yeah, it must have happened when you're yelling at me about dumb stuff. All right, now here's your best cinematography. Dune, Nightmare Alley, Power of the Dog, Tragedy of Macbeth, West Side. Damn.
It's me, dude.
Those are 5 really
good-looking
different movies.
Yeah, I mean, like, I can see all of them winning. Honestly, man, I don't know. Fuck their... Okay, I'm voting. I'm pulling for Dune and Nightmare Alley when it comes to cinematography. But I mean, they're all shot really well. It's so fucking ridiculous. I don't know. They're all really shot really well.
I'm gonna put my money on Dune on that one.
Okay, Dune. Yeah, I mean, I can see Nightmare Alley winning as well.
And best visual effects is gonna go to either Shang-Chi or Spider-Man. They're gonna give a nod to either one of those two on that.
Yeah, I don't think Free Guy's gonna win.
No, I
No.
just know that that's how they're going to give their nod to the comic book movies. I mean, I even got this. I got 1, 2, 3. I got 3 articles here, all about major people pissed off about No Way Home not being.
It's a good movie. It's a very good movie.
It's a great movie. It's not a good movie. It's a great movie. There's a difference between good and great, and you know it. All right, that's it. Let's get to the last movie.
Neil's all pissed off, guys.
That's Movies Don't Suck and Some of the News, where I read stuff even though I don't like it. I read it, and we go on to the next thing.
Can you do me a favor when it comes to when we're going around, and I don't, if there's some sort of campaign to get Spider-Man nominated, I don't mind.
When there's a movie that's nominated, you're like
some campaign. So this is directed by Roland Emmerich. You guys know Roland Emmerich he directed Independence Day. The basically the disaster movie. Day After Tomorrow, Godzilla. You need all kinds of
Godzilla.
The old Godzilla, not the new one.
Not the new Godzilla. Old Godzilla.
Directed The Patriot. This was also, I think, written by him as well.
Yeah.
Okay. This stars the inimitable Halle Berry.
Let me just tell you one more thing. I might not be all glamorous, and I don't have hair weaved all down my back, but let me tell you one great thing about me, all right? I've got heart.
There we go. Patrick Wilson plays Brian Harper.
I didn't invite you.
That's good. John Bradley as Casey Houseman.
They set me to the task of preserving that man's wind accounting and annulments and bowel movements.
And Charlie Plummer is Scott Harper. I'm sorry, Sonny Harper.
It's cliche, but you wrote a poem last spring that made me feel like you understood me.
And this also stars Michael Pena as Tom Lopez, Caroline Barzak as Brenda Lopez, tons of other people. Don Sutherland as Holdenfield. Why don't you go ahead and read the storyline for this?
Storyline for this. We didn't read the storyline for Jackass.
We didn't need to. We honestly didn't need to.
I feel like we should have read the storyline for Jackass.
Okay. Do you want to come with one right now?
I'm good.
Okay. All right.
No, I'm good.
Okay.
In Moonfall, a mysterious force knocks the moon from its orbit around Earth and sends it hurtling on a collision course with life as we know it. With mere weeks before impact and the world on the brink of annihilation, NASA executive and former astronaut Jo Fowler is convinced she has the key to saving us all. But only one astronaut from her past, Brian Harper, and a conspiracy theorist, Casey Houseman, believe her. These unlikely heroes will mount an impossible last-ditch mission into space, leaving behind everyone they love, only to find that they just might have prepared for the wrong mission.
So I went into this in the theater. I saw in Dolby or whatever, and my wife came with me. And about halfway through the movie, I'm like, God, this shit is so stupid. But then I heard a voice in my head, and this voice said,
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
And I was entertained. This movie's stupid as shit, but it's stupid fun too. It's a fun movie.
So, before I go into this, by what you just said, makes me believe that you hate Independence Day. You hate Day After Tomorrow. Jurassic Park must be a fucking nightmare for your ass.
Hold on.
You can't believe that shit.
This is fun. I just said this is fun.
You just said that you hated it until you realized.
No, I said it was stupid. Of course
it's not stupid. Yeah, dinosaurs attacking us is stupid.
Well,
Godzilla is stupid.
Can you calm the fuck down?
A 25-year-old girl is stupid.
Calm the fuck down.
I'm just saying.
Calm the fuck
have
down.
Have more love and respect for this world.
More. Calm down, Neil. I know you're still pissed off. I know you're still pissed off from the last segment.
Something for once.
I don't love this movie, but it was a fun movie. I was entertained.
Okay. You're entertained.
Yeah, and but like like I was walking out and there were people talking so much shit on this thing. like there's a guy like a group over like I don't walk out of movies. I almost did that one. I almost did it was so fucking stupid. I'm like, yeah, it's dumb, but it's fun.
The only
Like
people that think this is stupid is conspiracy theorists and Trumpers. Like literally, it was a fun movie, but because they talked about the moon being hollow or whatever
no
was,
just the science of it doesn't check out. It doesn't matter to me.
the science doesn't check out on 90% of the fucking things we've ever watched.
Exactly. I mean, like the thing about disaster films and Roland Emmerich films, especially, is that they're going to be fantastical like that. Like they're going to be they're obviously not going to match up with science. They're not going to try to be Gravity. They're not going to try to do that. Which I love Gravity, but again, that also is shit that's not going to happen. Not like
when
this.
I walked out of this movie, I felt happiness and joy because if DVDs still existed, I think they do, but I don't buy them. But if I was to buy DVDs, I would buy this DVD and put it right on that same shelf with Day After Tomorrow and Independence Day. It'd be right there together because this was just as good, if not better, as both of those. This was a fun movie that was scientific.
Day, it's better than Day After Tomorrow.
Huh?
For me, it's not as good as Independence Day, but better than Day After Tomorrow.
Well, and this is why, because I watched both of those movies today.
Mm-hmm.
And this is why it's better than that, but not as good as that.
Yeah.
Independence Day. What is the best scene in the entire Independence Day movie?
Oh, man.
Off the top of your head right now.
Don't even when they blew at the White House.
At the White House?
The most iconic scene for sure.
When they blow up the White House?
Yeah.
So, not the speech?
Well, the speech is fine.
The speech is fine. The speech is like one of the most iconic speeches in all of cinematic history.
When I saw it in theaters, people clapped. People clapped at the speech.
Yeah, right?
I saw theaters.
And that's the thing about it is because Day After Tomorrow or Moonfall don't have that speech in either one of them.
Yeah.
And I think that is one of the downfalls. Another thing is I think today, because of so much social media and stuff like that, people are always giving shit about what's more realistic or, it has to be real or whatever. And the thing is, no, it doesn't. As soon as I sat down and at first I was like, man, I was taking this movie serious at first. I was. And I was writing my notes and doing my thing. But then I realized what I was sitting in. I'm sitting in a sci-fi disaster movie.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't take this tongue in cheek, I mean, come on. Sigourney Weaver is not getting impregnated by an alien on a ship 4,000, light speed years away from us.
Alien's so good, though, man. Alien's so good.
Yeah. And this is good in another hindsight. The only problem, there's a couple of problems.
Okay, it's a little too long for one. We'll say that, right?
No.
You don't think
2 hours? 2 hours is how long Independence Day was. 2 hours is how long.
But like, me and my wife talked about this, and it has the same problem that Independence Day does. But again, I'm not saying it's a bad movie. It's a fun movie, but Independence Day has the same problem that this is it has these most shallow. No, don't do that. Change the screen back. It has the most shallow character development, which you don't really need that much, but it's pretty shallow. Like it's surface level.
I agree. That's what I was about to say. The two problems I have is the father-son relationship really doesn't mean shit.
Yeah.
And that's one of the problems I had with it. And if they built that up a little bit more, then more stuff would mean more throughout the movie. If they took 10 minutes to like throw that in or write that in somehow.
Yeah, and Sonny and Brian, I mean, the father and son, where was the love there that they're supposed to feel? And Halle Berry's fine, my favorite character in the series is John Bradley. Casey
Oh
Osborne.
my God, by far
Yeah,
John
he's
Bradley steals
yeah.
the whole fucking movie.
Yeah, this is his
John
movie.
Bradley is the kooky conspiracy theorist, and by any means
Oh, did
steals
you
the whole
notice?
movie.
Did you notice there's 2 fucks in this movie? They say the fuck word twice. And this is PG-13, so now they're they're giving a little bit of
They're allowed
leeway.
to. Yeah,
Yeah,
they're allowed to.
yeah, they're allowed to. So yeah, but John Bradley, man, I'll see him in every
Stole the
movie he
movie.
does.
John
I'll see him
Bradley
in
stole the movie. This is John Bradley featuring Moonfall, featuring Halle Berry and Patrick Wilson. I
Yeah.
am a huge fan of John Bradley now, and I can't wait. Anything he puts out for the next decade, I'm watching.
Does it mean he's in Marry Me? Does it mean you're gonna see that?
What's that?
Are you see Marry Me? He's in it.
Yes. I'm gonna see Marry Me. I can't. I'm sorry that you hate Owen Wilson. I like Owen Wilson.
I had no problem with Owen Wilson. I had a problem with the concept of the movie. I was like, what the fuck? And you know what? I mean,
Wait. So are you one of those people that hate reboots and remakes, but you hate it when people do original ideas?
No, the problem I have with reboots and remakes is that there's rehashed ideas.
Okay.
And, dude,
but this ain't a rehash idea.
That's
and
not,
it's an original idea.
there's
Marry
clip-
Me's original idea, and you're shitting on it.
Yeah,
even though you haven't seen the movie.
No, dude, I just don't like the concept of it. That's fine. And
I know you don't like original ideas. It's fine. Okay.
But
anyway,
you want to argue about this, dude?
You're the one that's like, I want new ideas. Oh, not that one, but I want original ideas.
No, but like,
not that one. Don't give me that original idea. Give me something completely
when we see Marry Me, we'll go through the same fucking shit that we see in every rom-com, which it works. It's fine. It's just that I know that it's gonna be like it made me cringe when I saw the preview. It's like, oh. But if you really want to see Marry Me, we'll see Marry Me. Okay.
No. Anyway, continuing with this movie. The visual graphics in this movie were awesome.
Great
I could not even imagine being on the world that we are, going out to your yard and seeing the moon that close to the earth. Like, they come up with some, I think they come up with some good scientifical fiction, some sci-fi in this, about the gravitational pull of the moon and the earth, and they play with that a little bit. And I really like that part. I like the side characters more than I like the main characters in this, except for Patrick. I like Patrick Wilson and Halle Berry and how they work back and forth.
I wouldn't say Patrick Wilson. I feel like if you look at the term white man in like an encyclopedia or a dictionary, it shows a picture of Patrick Wilson. It looks like he's the guy that you'd see, like he looks like
it's Tom Cruise every time.
Oh, it's not Patrick Wilson.
No, it's because Tom Cruise is completely nuts and thinks everything he says is right. So, yeah.
Tom Cruise, I think he's 5'7", right? I think he's like just a little bit taller than I am. But Patrick Wilson, when I see Patrick Wilson, I kind of know the movie I'm getting into. You know what I mean? Like he does roles that are kind of silly. It's my favorite role of his, not in this movie, is Bone Tomahawk, but I like Patrick Wilson just fine.
Just fine. Yeah, I was a big fan of this movie. Like, I really John Bradley parts really made up.
You want a sequel? You move all too.
Oh yeah. Especially if John Bradley's the lead.
I hope if it needs to make enough money, because right now it's well below its production budget.
But you can only blame Jackass for that.
I mean, they shouldn't have released it against Jackass. Really.
No, you have to. Seriously. All right. Say you're on a date. You're not us. We're not movie. We're not movie people. We're just normal people. We're not movie reviewers. We're not critics or whatever. And you're walking up to the movie theater with your buddy. Hey, man, do you want to go watch Jackass and watch a bunch of people do some crazy fucking shit and just laugh for an hour and a half? or do you want to go watch some weird sci-fi movie about the moon crushing into the earth?
You want to see the Jackass movie?
Exactly. And
Yeah.
that's why it made more money.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm saying they shouldn't release it against Jackass.
No, they shouldn't have. I mean, that's just like two different worlds there, man. Two different worlds, two different people, two different whatever. It's just like two sides of the coin.
We'll see if this picks up steam. I mean, I don't know. It was a fun movie. I was entertained. My wife was entertained. I didn't love it. And it's stupid, but that's what these movies are. They're silly, you know. But I liked it just fine in the Moonfall, and there are worse ways to spend the evening, for sure, than out watching this movie. Are you there? Come back to me.
I'm done. I'm out. I'm out. Michael Pena was like, I feel like it was the most underused part.
Yeah, he's like a fucking big time actor.
Yeah, he's in a lot of shit, and he just like, I mean, I should have cared more about his character.
Oh yeah, I should have cared more too. I should have cared more too.
And that's like the thing. Like, there's a lot of things in this movie where I'm just like, I should have cared more about that, and that's some of the problems that got wrong with it.
The emotional attachment to the all the cast really isn't there at all.
And
so,
it's just like, I don't know why I didn't feel like an emotional connection to anybody but John Bradley.
Because he's just so lovable.
Dude, I just want to go up to him and hug him.
And part of it is like, you see him from Game of Thrones, you felt so fucking bad for Samwise. You just wanted to...
It's not Samwise.
Samwell, sorry.
Samwise is Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, Samwise, yeah, I got you. Yeah, Samwell Tarly.
Are you saving up money to buy Lord of the Rings property? Is that why you keep on saying Samwise? You're trying to get that name back out there?
Samwell Tarly, I wanted to get Samwell Tarly a hug all through Game of Thrones. And Moonfall, I felt like he needed a hug there too. So Moonfall, it's not as good as Independence Day. It's better than Day After Tomorrow, and it's silly for sure. But if you like,
it's got silly moments. It's got sci-fi moments. I thought it was really good. I had a good time with it.
Okay,
and that's the thing. I had a good time with it, and I went back and I got to watch today. I got to watch both movies that gosh dang it, I can't remember his name right now. Roland Emmerich did with Independence Day and Day After Tomorrow. I got to watch those today. I was doing chores and stuff like that and doing media, so it's like in the background. But I would put it right in between like Independence Day and Day After Tomorrow. I think I like this one a little bit more than Day After Tomorrow, and the only reason being is because they actually destroy buildings in this movie. They didn't destroy buildings in Day After Tomorrow.
It just throws them.
Well, that's not why, buddy.
I forgot that I've seen the movie since it came out. So,
it was right after 9/11.
No,
he was filming it. Yeah. There's a whole article on it, bro.
Oh yeah,
I can go pull it up. It was right after 9/11, and so people are like, he was like, maybe I shouldn't destroy buildings, and they're like, well, why don't you just freeze them?
Yeah, it's like, okay, done.
Yeah, and that's what he did.
Yeah.
But it wasn't that. It was just 100%. It's John Bradley. I'm not gonna lie. It is John fucking Bradley. It was in Day After Tomorrow. I never was really connected to a character. I mean,
Jake Gyllenhaal or something.
Jake Gyllenhaal and Quaid. You felt bad for them. They're trying to find each other during this whole crazy situation, and that was a good story and all that stuff. But man, John Bradley just surprised the shit out of me, man. I'm like, I want to be friends with John Bradley now.
Let's see him on the podcast.
I know. Well, I'll send him an invitation. So he'll come by. All right, man. Let's get some quotes, and then we'll get to our rating. What does it mean when it says, "I miss the rains in Africa"?
I know.
Yeah, I know. It's "I bless the rains in Africa." My mother said it's best to ask for forgiveness instead of permission. Because the damn moon is hollow, put that in your because the damn moon is hollow, put that in your pipe and smoke it. As the stars fall from the heaven, stay awake. Oswald did it! Damn it, Gary, not now! Everything we knew about the nature of the universe is thrown out the window. You have blood on your hands to anyone. Oh, you have blood on your hands to anyone that says they just followed orders. Looks like we missed the party. Well, that sucks. I didn't even get an invite. I love you more than all the stars in the sky, even more than the Milky Way. Let her concentrate, and we will end, or let her concentrate, or we'll end up on Neptune. I didn't come this far to fail. Don't tell me you robbed the guy. No, technically, they were robbing us, and then we robbed them back because they were all assholes. Refuse to be starved by a species inferior to its own. You fight for the people you love. Hold on just a moment here. My brain just exploded. Thank you for believing my crazy story. Oh, I guess we should get started then. With what? Started with what?
So yeah, that was.
And if you noticed,
the spoilers,
70% of those quotes were all John Bradley.
Yeah. So, what's your score on this?
I'm gonna give it a 3.7. I liked it. I love the sci-fi-ness of it. I mean, I'm a big fan of I love disaster movies when they're done right, and I love weird sci-fi things like this, like aliens attacking, the climate change one, and this one. But again, besides John, there was just like no character I really loved. And I wanted to love Halle Berry. I wanted to love Patrick Wilson. I wanted to love Charlie Blummer. But it just didn't seem like it was there, you know?
I'm like a 3.3, 3.4 in this one. I mean, it's fine. It's fun.
Oh, yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah, I get it.
It's fun. It's fun.
Yeah,
fine.
I get it. It's okay, man. You don't have to. I mean, I get it. Your conspiracy theory is completely broken apart. And I get it. And made fun of.
What's the critic score on this one? I'm sorry, the audience score on this one.
The audience score on Rotten Tomatoes would be 81.
68%.
What?
Yeah.
Tell them to eat a dick.
Now, what's the critic score on this one?
72.
39.
What?
Yeah, so it's the lopsided towards the audience on this one.
Okay, so what's their critics' little census thing?
The consensus is whether Moonfall is so bad it's good or simply bad will depend on your tolerance for B-movie cheese. But either way, this is an Emmerich disaster thriller through and through. So yeah, it's a B-movie.
I don't like anything that's going on anymore.
I'm sorry. You've had a hard day apparently when you found out about the Oscars.
I mean, yeah, because after reading about that bull crap,
I don't know why you're so upset. Did you really expect them to do that?
Yes.
Sorry, dude. It's just unless it's like a trilogy, they're not gonna care. Sadly.
I mean, I just wanted it to be better. I just wanted them.
They've nominated a Marvel movie for Best Picture before.
Yeah, Black Panther.
Because it was what do you Black Panther in for? It was
like not even the top 4 best Marvel movies.
It's not, but it was a cultural touchstone. It was important.
Yeah, I mean, I get it, but at the same time, the best Marvel movie of all time that was completely not even looked at, not even nominated for one fucking thing.
Endgame.
No.
This one.
No.
What's your favorite? Oh, wait, hold on. What's the movie that you're pissed that didn't get nominated for anything besides Spider-Man?
For anything whatsoever?
Yeah.
Captain America Winter Soldier. If
Okay.
that is not one of the best movies beginning to end.
It won a lot of awards, but not from the Oscars.
No, they didn't even nod at it. They didn't give Chris Evans they didn't even give Chris Evans a freaking nod.
I'm saying not from the Oscars, but they got nominated for Saturn Awards. I think they got the Critics' Choice Awards. I think they got not Critics' Choice, but Audience Awards. They got awards. Saying they get and they got also close to $1 billion. So that's something that they did get. But
I don't want to hear about it. Ooh, we got like $1 billion. Money doesn't mean anything. Remember, you told me that.
No, I was just letting you know that it got what it wanted.
But it didn't get what I wanted, and that's an Oscar.
You want to be an Oscar?
It won a Golden Trailer Award, a Washington, D.C. Film Critics Award.
Yeah.
A People's Choice Award.
Yeah.
And that's it. That's all I got.
It got nominated for more than that, didn't it? Nominated, right?
It got nominated for MTV Awards, Empire Record Awards, Visual Effects Society Awards, Saturn Awards, Academy Award, Best Visual Effects, because that's what they do with comic book movies, because comic book movies aren't movies.
Calm down.
I'm just tired of you're okay with nominating a movie about a 25-year-old trying to fuck a 15-year-old. But a comic book movie, that's not believable. I mean,
the mountain of shit's about to land on Paul Thomas Anderson. I love his movies, but man, what the fuck was he thinking?
I don't know, dude. I don't know what he was thinking. I don't know what nobody else is thinking. I give up on the earth.
But what are we watching next week, man? We're watching what? Let's be happy. Don't make me cut. I'll start over. Let's be happy, man. Let's what we're watching next week.
I'm not happy about anything anymore. Anyway,
we're seeing but I Want You Back, right? Right? Is that it? I Want You Back?
Yeah, with Charlie Day.
Yeah, Charlie Day and God, what's her name? Jeannie Slate. And what's the other movie we're seeing?
I have no idea.
Death on the Nile.
Oh man, I used to play at Niles.
Well, this is Death on the Nile.
There's this.
It's kind of like a sequel to Murder on the Orient Express.
Called Nile, Michigan,
mm-hmm.
And it's just about like 20 minutes north of South Bend, Indiana, and we used to go up there and play a lot of gigs. So Death on the Nile, man. So it's a movie about Michigan.
Yeah, it is. It's a sequel to Murder on the Orient Express, though. Like kind of seeing
Murder on the
Orient Express.
Oh yeah, that's where I get the best. That's the best noodles town, man. The Orient Express.
Yeah.
You go over there and they're pretty quick too, man. They're like,
Hold on, what did you say is the best what in town?
The best noodles and egg rolls. The Orient Express.
Okay. So yeah, it'll be the Death on the Nile and I Want You Back next week, and then I know we got tons of stuff coming in the next couple months that we're excited to see.
Oh my god, there's so much stuff! I can't wait for May when we get to go see Bob's Burgers movie. Oh yeah, I saw the poster for that.
Are you looking forward to Uncharted? I'm cautiously optimistic about it.
I don't even know what that is.
Okay,
it's a video game on PlayStation 4 and 5. I don't have 4 and.
Dude,
is it on 3? Because I didn't play it on 3.
Dude, I fucking loved Uncharted. Loved those games. They were my.
I've never
games.
had the money to buy a PlayStation.
Okay.
All right, because I get a choice between Xbox and PlayStation, and I go with Xbox every time because the Game Pass.
PlayStation Plus has sort of the same thing.
So, how many free games do you get to play on PlayStation
Network? I mean, at least one you get download for free a month.
Okay, so there's over 112.
Yeah, Game Pass. I know.
Yeah.
Okay, but I love Uncharted. Those games to me are fucking fantastic. I am the character they have for the main character. I don't know why the fuck they chose Tom Holland. He doesn't fit the character at all. But and neither is Jamal Corbett.
Now, this is what I'm going to say to you, and this is the exact way I go with everything I ever watch that's comic book, whatever, like that. You got to remember that this is someone else's interpretation
Yeah, I know.
of what you're about to go see.
I know.
This is not Chris Owen interpretation of
I
this
know.
movie or this video game. It is that director, that writer's interpretation.
Did you play The Last of Us?
I've seen it. I've seen clips. I wanted to, but it was all on PlayStation.
Okay, what I'm getting at is that Naughty Dog, the studio, they make their movies they make their games a lot like a movie, right?
Yeah, I know, and I've always wanted to play them, but they're always on platforms that don't like other platforms.
I'm just one. Well, yeah, Naughty Dog has
because every time I'm going to buy an Xbox, I'm going to buy a Nintendo before I buy a PlayStation.
Yeah. Well, anyway, we'll talk about what actually Uncharted comes out a couple weeks from now. But I think we're good.
Maybe
man.
by then if anybody has a PlayStation 4 since the PlayStation 5 came out that's just sitting around, just send it to me so I can play some of these games.
Some of the Uncharted. Oh, you could probably if you got it now, you could probably finish.
I tried. I've looked several times, dude.
No, but
I look constantly. I actually have a thing on my phone that's saved anytime.
I'm saying, if you were able to get one, you'd probably be able to play all the Uncharted games and finish them by the time the movie comes out.
I would play the Uncharted games and the Spider-Man games right off the back.
Yeah.
Period. There'd be no ands, if, or buts. It looks like the new wrestling game is only on PlayStation 2.
Sorry.
And it's like, damn, dude. I don't want to buy a PlayStation 5. I don't have $900.
Yeah, PlayStation 5. I mean, it's hard to find. Anyway, you can find something on moviesdon'tsuck.net. We're on Facebook, facebook.com/moviesdon'tsuck podcast. We're on Twitter at MTS Podcast. We're on Instagram at MTS Podcast. You send us an email, moviesdon'tsuckpodcast@gmail.com or info@moviesdon'tsuck.net. We're on Twitch at MTS Podcast. And I think, yeah, if you guys want to give us some money, patreon.com/moviesdon'tsuck. Maybe we'll have some extra content for you guys. You guys want t-shirts and shit, the merch, go bonfire.com/moviesdon'tsuck and some that do. And we're on all stream platforms where you can find podcasts, you find Movies Don't Suck and some that do. What do we do for small businesses now?
If you got a small business, let us know. We'll be more than happy to come help you out. You send us your information. We'll be more than happy to promote you right here where there are thousands of viewers, millions of followers. We'll be more than happy to help you out and promote you to everybody out there. And we love you.
All right. And
in the 19...
Oh, wrong one. Sorry. Here we go.
That's another episode of Movies Don't Suck and Some Do. My name is Neil.
And I'm Chris.
And remember, anytime you look up to the sky and you feel like the moon is a base falling to Earth, remember, you're just a jackass forever. Have a good day.
All right, that's it, man. We did
Really?
it. Yeah. We did it.
Jesus loves you, but I don't, so go fuck yourself.
Mm.
It's a thing I just saw.
I want to talk about some spoilers, so let's leave now. I want to talk about it real quick.
What?
I want to talk about some spoilers, so.
Okay. Everybody that's watching us, thank you for watching us. You have a good day. Please drive through second window. Oh, we had people